We are going to do the one thing that's going to have your hair amazing. You need to watch this video. If you know anyone, they've tried everything, listen. This is my proven method how I deal with dandruff for clients. And it's also very simple. You'll be surprised. So visit www.PrimoNoir.com. Also, a special thank you to Felice from Evolved Butterfly Intuition. She was very, very intricate in inspiring me to take this route with my videos. And so I want to thank you very much, and I want to encourage you all that are watching to go to her YouTube channel and make sure you watch her videos and subscribe and like and continue to support this sis, because she's a very positive individual. She's doing amazing things. So you may, I don't know, it may be in the works. Maybe we'll see some type of partnership or something, I hope. But aside from that, thank you so much for watching. Primo Noir, Organics and Botanicals, promotes healthy living through urban farming and all natural hair and skincare products designed for you to grow the longest, thickest hair, brows, and lashes possible. Join our referral program to earn cash, commissions, and bonuses. Text now for your free consultation or use the discount code PNBOGO for a 2-for-1 on all botanicals. Hey YouTube, it's Felice HD. I'm coming to you today with the DIY recipe for our avocado mask to combat dandruff. If you have any problems with it, it happens. It's a very common issue. I don't even know how long I've used it, but I've used it consistently whenever there's issues with dandruff with my clients, and it works wonders. So let's get started. With the avocados, you want to get one that's definitely as ripe as you can get it without being completely rotten. If you go for a more firm avocado, it's not going to give you the same smooth kind of velvety finish, but the benefits are, you know, pretty much the same. If you don't have a smoother texture to it, you definitely want to use a blender, because a very, very ripe avocado is very easy to, a very, very ripe avocado is very easy to kind of peel with your hand and fork through, or, you know, whip it up with like a spoon or something. But if you have you have an avocado that's still kind of firm, then you really want to make sure you use the blender. I use the blender anyway. I have a single serving cup for my Ninja. This is an organic avocado. And we try to use organic material. Now you see this banana here. I recommend including the banana as a supplement if the dandruff is very severe. If it's very problematic for just, you know, sort of minor issues with dandruff, the avocado is sufficient. You want to include both if the person is suffering with very extreme dandruff though. So for now, I'll hold off on that. Now what I have in here is a mixture of fresh aloe, which I'll do a video to show you how to do this aloe mixture that I use here. It's actually aloe, flaxseed, and chia seeds, and it's kind of like very good reinforcement. You want to keep some type of moisture into the avocado mask. It's going to give it more of a good texture. If you decide to include the banana, you want to make sure that you keep some form of liquid in it, because I would say the avocado is sort of like crawling and the banana is sort of like walking or running, because you have to dabble with the texture to make sure that it's very smooth and very ground up. If you don't, you'll end up with chunks in your hair that can be really a pain to get out. I know how this DIY stuff gets. If you do it exactly the way that I'm showing you, you're not gonna have chunks in your hair. You know, if you divvy off and you go your own way, then you might be in trouble. Okay, so what I'm gonna use here, and I love this brand, Wells Oil. I include some rose water. Pour some in here because I think I have the cap still on there. All right. And per avocado, I would say maybe do, you know, a 2-second pour. You don't really need a whole lot of that. That's just gonna help with, you know, smoothing everything out. And also, if you have any problems with breakage, or if you want to improve the volume or the thickness of your hair, I recommend it. And it's, again, Wells oil. I use glycerin. I'm just gonna put maybe 1, 2, 3 in there like that, just to give you a little reinforcement. Nouveau Duo Elixir. This is a great variation of how to use our product. I actually fill this dropper up 3 times and will put, you know, the entire contents through. This is my African black soap, okay? I would recommend using a few small chunks of this if you have any product buildup. Like 1, and these are pretty like small chunks. I put like maybe 3 of those in there. Moringa is excellent for hair growth, for dandruff, and for, you know, correcting scalp issues. I have this noni and ginger tea, which is really good also. In general, if there's really no concern with your hair or anything like that, then you could do like a ginger lemon tea. Or if you're concerned about trying to reverse any graying, black tea is excellent for that. So I have my little tea kettle here since I'm in the salon. I don't have a kitchenette in here. So trusty tea kettle here that I use to kind of boil water whenever we have braids and things like that. Today I'm gonna select, hey, let's just do a mixture. I'm gonna do the noni and ginger and the moringa, because I've already reversed my gray. I did have some, but you can't tell now, huh? You don't have to use color. You can reverse it. We have salon services here. So come in, schedule your consultation, and, you know, in between doing your DIYs, or if you just decide, you know what, Felice, I'm not about to do all that. How much you gonna charge me to do it? I'll be happy to take care of it for you. Now, back to this. You want to put your teas in there. If you have a squirt bottle, or if you want to do it directly out of the container, then you can use an applicator brush. All right, I think we got lift off here. All right, and it seems like our tea is almost done. So for those of you that are really into kind of scratching the scalp manually with a comb, then you won't need this step. But for those of you that prefer not to do any of that, you can also include a little bit of baking soda. I wouldn't put a lot. I would say maybe, you know, like a small handful. Just grab, you know, like a pinch of baking soda and put some in there. You don't want this to be like a full out exfoliant. It's just gonna help kind of lift some of the dandruff that's in the scalp, so it'll just wash right out. All right, and this is what we have, our moringa. It smells good. All right, so we're gonna include a little bit of that. I'd say this needs to be half, if not a little more than half of the mask itself. And I'm going to put this in the blender and it's looking good. I'm going to show you a few ways, because sometimes what I do is I'll put it in a small container. So like I said, especially if I'm using it for a client, just so there's no mixing. If I want to use this, but I'll make a whole batch and then just use it for multiple clients and just kind of section off a single application for each client. So then you would take your applicator brush, spoon some up, and you can kind of see the consistency. It's sort of kind of like, it gives you like the idea of like pudding. But as you can see, it's very smooth in texture. You can barely see any of the ingredients. Bring it a little closer here. This is what you want to go for. You want it smooth. You don't want to be able to see any of the ingredients in it. You want to blend it until it's completely smooth. This is the surefire way to make sure that you don't end up with the clumping at the end. This is going to get to the bottom of the dandruff, and then you can go back and do an oil treatment or grease your scalp. I'm going to show you how to enhance this mask if you have really, really tough dandruff that you have to contend with. I recommend if you could get it closer to the green side, or you know, if it's yellow with a few brown spots, then maybe, but don't get it overly ripe, because in my experience, the ones that are really ripe are the ones that you kind of have the problem with rinsing out later. A little more of our tea. I'm gonna put this back in the blender. Once you finish grinding the mask up, you want to make sure you're going for a very smooth consistency again. It's going to be a little more grainy now with the banana included. You don't want to see any clumps. If there are any clumps left, add more tea and continue to blend it until you do not see any chunks of avocado or any chunks of banana. That's the texture that you're going to be going for. Utilize either the shower cap or, you know, for my ratchets, what I prefer. I keep these for other purposes. I use me a good old grocery store bag, and want to apply it to your scalp with either an applicator brush or an applicator bottle. I usually allow the avocado mask to sit, I would say anywhere from 20 minutes minimum to possibly an hour. The result that you're going to be looking for is a completely clean, flake-free scalp. That's the end game. I wouldn't do this mask any more frequently than maybe every 2 weeks. I would say, you know, do bi-weekly or monthly, just so you don't just do too much with your hair. Give it a shot. I definitely want to know what your feedback is, and also I want to give a special thank you to Felice at Evolve Butterfly Intuition. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know why. She's an amazing YouTuber that I had the opportunity to interact with this weekend. I definitely want to give her a shout. I want to encourage everybody watching to go to her channel and make sure that you like and subscribe and support this positive sister. And I'm excited about what's gonna happen when you all get this texture right on this mask and get rid of this dandruff. Our Primo Noir Nouveau Duo is right here. We're working on some new products as well. Do not put this in your hair or anyone else's if you still see chunks of banana in it. Chunks of banana, avocado, or anything. Because if you do, you're gonna regret it. Rewind this video, and if you have any questions, please email them to PrimoNoirCo@gmail.com. You can also visit www.PrimoNoir.com. Look for more tips like these, and if you have any issues that you want to address, make sure you send me an email or put some comments down below, and I'll have an idea what kind of things you want me to make a video about next time. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time.